Welcome to episode number 301. It's a very special anniversary episode. It's the 6th anniversary of the podcast, and I'm joined by my regular guest, Dr. Sujatha from AmrtaSiddhi in Bali. We're talking about our upcoming retreat in December, and I have a special competition. So please stay tuned. Hi there, I'm your host Colette, and on this podcast I will be sharing the teachings of Ayurveda, yoga, and holistic health practices. Now, if you're new to Ayurveda, I recommend checking out the first couple of episodes where I do an introduction to Ayurveda and the mind-body types. Thanks for listening, and now here's a new episode. Hello and welcome back to the Elements of Ayurveda podcast. Today is a very special episode because it's the 6th anniversary of the podcast, and I have a very special guest here today who played a pivotal role in my journey with Ayurveda, and it's Dr. Sujatha. Hi, Dr. Sujatha.
Hi, Colette.
It's great to have you here. Thank you for joining me on this special episode. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. And I want to congratulate you for this journey and what you're doing and how you are upholding Ayurvedic wisdom and helping people. A big congratulations from me.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Sujatha. And the reason I wanted Dr. Sujatha on this episode, I asked her to please join me because Dr. Sujatha has played a pivotal role in my journey. And for those of you who don't know, Dr. Sujatha has been a regular guest on the podcast. So if you're a regular listener, you'll certainly be familiar with Dr. Sujatha, but she's head physician and co-founder of AmrtaSiddhi Ayurvedic Clinic in Ubud in Bali. And we normally in our conversations do a deep dive into a particular disease. But in this anniversary episode, we're going to reminisce a little and then talk about what's ahead too, because we have some exciting collaboration coming up. But as I said, Dr. Sujatha has played a pivotal role in my path with Ayurveda. And it began in 2014, where I was on a journey following my intuition and searching for answers to my own health and like a deeper soul searching journey as well. And I talked about this journey in detail in episode number 5, Ayurveda and Healing in Bali. So I'm not going to go into detail here, but in summary, I'd worked in health and fitness since my 20s. And even though I thought I was doing everything correctly and really healthy, my body and mind were not in a good place. So I landed in Bali in 2014, and after getting rid of all my possessions, and I wanted to do a deep internal cleanse, and somebody recommended Dr. Sujatha. And I remember traveling, I was in Ubud and I traveled the other side of the monkey forest to have a consultation with Dr. Sujatha. And I remember sitting in the consultation, Dr. Sujatha, and you were asking me about, what I normally eat. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm really healthy, like yogurt and muesli and fruit. And, you had said, well, that's actually not good for you. So it was like, I have a lot to learn. But Dr. Sujatha suggested a panchakarma. And it was during that 21-day panchakarma journey that I had so many aha moments and really knew that this Ayurveda was the missing puzzle piece in my own health and also in my work in health as well, because I had been working as a personal trainer and had a yoga and fitness studio. So this was the moment that was like pivotal in my personal and professional life. And here we are, Dr. Sujatha, almost 10 years later. It was 2014 I met you in Bali. So 10 years later, it's crazy. And, when I went to you in Bali, I was like a 40-year-old at the time searching for answers to my life and health in general. What type of people do you see coming to visit AmrtaSiddhi? And has it changed over the past decade with the growing popularity of Ayurveda?
It has changed a bit. Generally, we see people from all walks of life for all health issues. So I simply say we get people from, say, simple skin allergies or digestive issue to cancer. So we meet with people from all different areas of life, all part of the world and different health condition. And also we get people who are aware that prevention is the better way to take care of themselves, and people come just to detox, get a reset, know about their health, and they want to learn something new, how to take care of them. And they have tried many different things, and maybe they haven't got the result they're satisfied, and they don't feel empowered to take care of their health. So those people we do get. We also get people who are in the level of like a emotional, in the sense of stress, having addiction to sugar, or to some certain degree to cigarettes or alcohol, or work, stress from work, or addicted to too much of working, feeling lonely. They kind of had enough of what they've been going through in their life, and they want to have a new perspective, want to shake something and change. So we get people who are sick, who want to improve their health, who want to take a break and revitalize. So these are the different categories of people that we get. Recently, what I've seen more is men are coming more now, so that's a good news. Right. I think they're also seeing that it's health is needed for them too, and being a man, it doesn't mean making themselves look strong, stay strong, but they also need to feel strong internally. So we're getting a lot of men who want to take care of them and improve their health, and to find a cure for their illnesses naturally. Another area we see a lot of people coming now since COVID is obesity. Is one of the biggest thing. Metabolic disorders like diabetes, autoimmune conditions, hypertension. These cases are increasing more and more. This has been a bit of a new trend that we've been seeing since COVID.
Okay, very interesting. And it's great to see that with the rise in popularity of Ayurveda, that people have an awareness that you don't need to wait till a disease manifestation, that it's really important to take care of your health along the way. And like you said a moment ago, about prevention. And you do see a lot of people who are in the later stages of disease, unfortunately. And a lot of times that's what really wakes us up when our body is as we deem failing us. What would you like people to know about Ayurveda and disease management?
Sometimes, I find this a little bit of unfortunate. People go and try Ayurvedic medicine or a natural medicine as a resource that the Western medicine or the allopathic medicine did not help them. So, the doctors say, just be on this medication. There's nothing they can do, or they could not even sometimes diagnose and say, this is what's going on with you. So they just jump from one symptom to other symptom, do one test of the system to the other test of the system. So it's they come at that stage, or when the doctor said nothing can be done. This is a stage which will be difficult for us too, because even through Ayurveda, there is a limitation, and some diseases, when it is strong, we may not be able to cure. Of course, we can make their symptoms or life or mental state much more better than what they come to us with. So, so my word to people out there who are listening is, sometimes people do not have much understanding of what Ayurveda can do. They think it's a way to clean your gut or know your constitution, just eat healthy food this way. No, Ayurveda is about life. Yeah. It is about knowing you, knowing how you can take care of yourself. So it's a science of life. Everybody needs to know about this. And it doesn't mean that you need to go to a university and study, but having an Ayurvedic consultation and knowing your body, mind, how it works and what you can do to take care of it, how to find a balance within yourself. And this will also give an openness for increasing your joy and happiness in your life. Of course, prevention is part of it. As you put your attention to Ayurvedic awareness, prevention begins there. And time to time, I do believe that everybody should take a little break, go on a retreat for themselves, and doing it in an Ayurvedic way it's working with body and mind, and it is tailor-made for you, your needs, because sometimes the retreats and stuff, they have a good intention, general intention to bring well-being, relaxation, all those things. What would be the level of benefits one might get if it is custom made? It's understood for your needs and what's going on in your life, and then putting something together that works very particularly for you. So I think that taking care of oneself should be a priority, as we just give importance to sleep and cleanliness. So once in every 6 months, or at least once a year, everybody should take a little break and go to a place and take care of your body, mind, through different programs that's out there. And one of the best ways to do through Ayurveda. That's my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. And, it is really the manual to life. And it's sad to see when Ayurveda is condensed down into these little bullet points, or because there's so much wisdom there, and it gives us guidance on every aspect of life, right? And one of the special things about Ayurveda is that it's certainly not a one size fits all program, that it is tailored to each individual, which makes it very unique in that way. And talking about retreats, Dr. Sujatha, let's tell people a little bit more about our collaboration coming up. I'm really excited. We've been talking about this. It'll be 10 years next year that I was in Bali. And I think we've been talking about it ever since I left, to try to do a retreat together. So it's happening.
It is wonderful that we're doing this, because this is something, being a talk, as you mentioned, that we wanted to do. I think the COVID and many things did not give us the time that we could put these things together. So we are offering this 7-day retreat, Ayurvedic Rejuvenation program, from 4th of December to the 10th of December. Is the date right?
That's
Colin?
Correct. You got it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I hope, like all these people who've been listening to us and wanted to experience Ayurveda, improve your health, well-being, and also people who are just curious, what is Ayurveda? I invite you all to take a chance and see if you can make it to Bali to meet me and Colette in person, and work with us to reap the benefits of Ayurveda. So the retreat idea is to rejuvenate, to strengthen your immunity, relax and nurture your nervous system, body tissue, which will work as an anti-aging treatment as well. Before we do the rejuvenation part, there will be a gentle degree of cleanse, depending on every individual's body, mind, strength. So every individual will have a detailed consultation to start with. Our Ayurvedic doctors going to sit with you and know your health, your history, background, take a detailed information to understand what's going on, what need to be done. And this program is going to be working with your body, mind, and emotions. It's not just focusing on body and relaxing and doing a bunch of yoga and meditation classes only. So it's designed in a way to give you what you come for, so you can come with whatever intention, whatever aim, whatever goal that you want to achieve. And our doctors would design a program that suits you, that fits your needs and why you come here for. And I think we can talk about the details of the program here as well.
Yes.
So only thing you need to do is to book your flight tickets and keep this 7 days and plus few extra days if you want to explore Bali, because if you come all the way across to Bali after the retreat, you should enjoy Bali a little bit, or you could come a few days earlier. That would be even better. That come and explore Bali, immerse in Ayurvedic retreat, and then go home taking all the benefits with you and the inspiration so you can put into action. So we'll pick you up from the airport. So you don't need to worry anything about how to get there. You will be brought to our beautiful retreat, and you will have a detailed consultation on the same day if you arrive early, or next day. And then doctors will design your program, all your meals. If you're allergic to this and that, nothing to worry. If you're vegan, we cater for all different needs that you have got. Your meals will be individually made with slight importance given to your needs of nutrition. You will have a gentle cleanse. What kind of cleansing methods we use, it will all depend on your health, and which will be decided by the doctor, and they will discuss with you what they suggest. And it's nothing is that we're going to say, oh, you have to do this. This will be an open discussion and understanding where it's meeting a point of the doctors and the patients, and then we create something that you're comfortable to go through. We have beautiful Ayurvedic treatments every day. You're going to be pampered with almost 2 hours of treatment, combination of 2 to 3 different kinds of treatments, like Abhyanga, Shirodhara, herbal steam, and many more luxurious queens and kings treatment we call, like Tailadhara, all these things. And not to mention the yoga meditation classes. Also, we offer educational workshops like cooking class, Ayurvedic talks, and you will have some sessions with Colette herself as well. So you might meet some of the other participants. We are very well known for making connections in the center as like-minded people meet there, and you make friendships, which continues forever almost. So it's a chance to meet new people, get out of the rut that you're stuck in, inspire yourself, make a change, and definitely your nerve flexibility going to enhance being in this place, getting out of your environment, getting out of your routine, learning new healthy routines, new way to take care and nurture yourself. So life can only get better after this retreat, I would say. I'm not just boosting, I go and do myself, these kind of retreats myself, but I don't do it in the center because, not that I don't like it, because I can't fully immerse, I'll be still thinking like a doctor or observing things in that point. So I just want to completely surrender. So I go to a place, that I love, and, I'm just becoming a client and a patient there, and I'm looked after. So, when I come out of it, I feel like newborn, newly inspired, energized, and more.
Yeah, absolutely. And I do think it's so important for us to take the time, invest the time and the funds in taking time out of our life, because it's very hard to disengage with the stresses of modern life unless we pluck ourselves out of our normal environment and going to AmrtaSiddhi, entering into this healing cocoon. And that's what I felt when I was there doing my panchakarma. It was all the outside stressors were gone. It was, I really immersed into the process. The days were full of nurturing treatments, nurturing food, education, and mindfulness practices and so on, and really deep conversations with other participants as well. So you're just surrounded by this healing environment of Bali and immersed in all the goodness of Ayurveda. And it really does touch on every part of you. And actually, that's why I wanted to ask you about Dr. Sujatha, because during my time with you in AmrtaSiddhi, I really saw that you tap into, and you mentioned this a moment ago, not only the physical side of healing, but the emotional, energetic, and spiritual side of healing. And that's what I experienced in AmrtaSiddhi, was really healing all the sheaths, all the layers of the body. I really found that profound, and that every aspect was nurtured. Every area of my body, like the emotional, energetic, spiritual, every side, every sheath was nurtured. Can you talk about the importance of healing all the layers of the body?
Which is also my own experience. When I started my practice almost like 20 years ago, I didn't have any tools to work with people's emotion, but I learned in Ayurveda studies that life it's a combination of your body, mind, and spirit. And the illnesses comes when there is an imbalance in these three areas. I had all the tools when I came out of the university and worked in an Ayurvedic hospital to work on the body aspect of it through different exercise, food, medicine, treatments, detox, all those things. But I saw that in the clinic, my beginning years of practice, this is even before in our small center, Colette, before you came, like people have great results while they're there, and then when they go home, I noticed that it did not last long. They would write, I felt so great, and I felt inspired, emotionally better. My disease symptoms were gone, but it's slowly coming back, and it made me wonder, what is it? Why can't that they could sustain the result they got here? And I was curious about people's emotions, pains, the story they tell me, but I could only listen to them, but could not do much help. Somehow, I do believe that the more you're curious, the world gives you the answers to it. So I was guided in some techniques of marma therapy, theta healing, emotional healing, all those things. So I studied those methods and incorporated that with the foundation of Ayurvedic understanding of human body and mind I have. So hence then, like for the last 12 years, I've been using this technique along with Ayurveda to work on the mind and emotions of people, because diseases can come from the emotional imbalance or emotional ama. This is something we talked in other podcasts together. And that can affect the body. And then the toxins build up in the body can affect your mind. And sometimes we feel that we are unable to control our emotions or feel inspired, feel depressed or anxious. All those things have roots in your emotion, plus in your body too. You clean your body, it reflects on your mind, but you have to do the clean the mind so that the toxins or the emotional imbalance doesn't keep manifesting again. So a lot of traumas, experience that we had in our childhood affect the way we live our life and how we cope with the stress or the challenges in our life. And, observing all these things in people and then putting into action what I learned through different techniques I learned from different teachers. I was able to see that people, they go home and they still stay transformed and changed because the environment inside them changed, their way of thinking changed, their emotions change. They release different traumas and the energy trapped in the body. So, and also we teach them tools so they can continue. It's not that, they come for a 7-day or 21 days. It's like a reset forever, but good reset happens, but we give them the tools they can continue to work. And these tools are really simple. And then they empowered and they start to approach life differently, and the life gives them a different result. And it works on the mind level and the physical level. A lot of diseases I witnessed getting cured just because working on their emotions. So this was my experience, and I see it's very important to work on the body and mind. And when you come to a place like AmrtaSiddhi, where you do different treatment, which releases, that release happens in all areas of your life. So then you need some tool to work them and support them and release them. So that's why it's very important. There's definitely a big connection between emotions affecting the body and the disease, and the body toxins affecting the mind. So we approach in all different directions to give the best results for people who come looking for something new and change and improve and feel good.
I'm going to jump in here for a moment, but doesn't this Ayurveda Rejuvenation Retreat in Bali sound amazing? And I hope you can join myself and Dr. Sujatha in December 2023. And I completely understand that this is not possible for many people, and to take time out of your life and travel to Bali and so on. It may not be possible right now, even though it is something to really experience at least once, a fully immersive Ayurvedic retreat. And that's why I have my at-home digestive reset cleanses, because it's an alternative for those of us who cannot travel and want to cleanse our bodies and want that tailored cleanse, but something that's possible to do in our daily lives. And so I have my next group digestive reset cleanse coming up during the transition of the seasons, and that will be October 6th that it starts. And as I mentioned in the intro to this episode, I am hosting a competition to win a free entry into this group digestive reset cleanse starting October 6th, 2023. And the competition starts August 17th, the 6th anniversary date, and it will run through August 31st, and I will announce the winner on September 1st. Win a free entry into the cleanse, and with this you'll receive a free 90-minute online consultation with me so that I can tailor the cleanse to you, your current health status, and your lifestyle. You'll get access to the private cleanse page, which has weekly coaching webinars which are recorded, so time zone doesn't matter. There's yoga videos, there's meditation and pranayama tutorials, of course, recipes tailored to you, and then you get lots of support, because we're going to go through this cleanse as a group, and we have a private community page where we're going to support each other and hold each other accountable. So check out the show notes for this competition, get your entry in, and best wishes to you in this competition. Okay, let's get back to my conversation with Dr. Sujatha. And I think this is what it is, Dr. Sujatha, right? It's the awareness. And I know in my experience going through my healing panchakarma journey with you, it's, you were shining a light on and giving me awareness. It's not necessarily about reliving any trauma or past events, but it's just shining a light on areas. And sometimes that's all it needs is these undigested emotions, which are trapped in the connective tissue. It just needs an awareness that that's still undigested. It's still there. And shining a light on it sometimes is in itself can help to bring that emotion up so it can be digested and released and processed, right?
Absolutely. So, usually a lot of people have psychologists like there you find out what happened, why this way. So it's also important how to change that, what happened, and the after impact of on your body, how it is affecting you. So I think these deep cellular level Ayurvedic treatments and the different help that we offer, if whoever is ready and want to work on themselves, it gives it tools to what's next, where do I focus now, than being stuck in what happened and why I'm suffering. So it gives an answer why, and then what next. That's what we uphold. We have a solution. We intend. That's our vision, to help people in all areas to bring the best out of any individual who would come to AmrtaSiddhi. But having said that, it's not like coming with an attitude of just I want the result, but it's you working. We just facilitate. We help. Whoever is want to make a changes, they believe in themselves, they're going to see a transformative results when they go through programs at AmrtaSiddhi.
Yeah, and I witnessed lots of great transformations when I was there, and including, as I said, in my own life, personally, professionally, it was like this moment for me. And of course, we can't deny the fact that, it's this amazing location in Bali, which is called, the Island of the Gods, and the special energy in Bali, right? I'd love to talk a bit about that because we actually haven't discussed that at all.
That's true.
Yeah. If you could share a bit about Bali itself and why it's a pretty amazing island.
Bali has a interesting energy which opens people up. It's going to, show things. Balinese people are very spiritual. They connected to energies and stuff. I think, as a part of the collective energy, it makes Bali is a very place to bring a lot of healing. So I have experienced some people who come to Bali and they had a controlled life, corporate, everything organized, all those things. They come to Bali and Bali shatters them. So it's only for a deeper evolution of their own self and to see life and bring more joy, relationships and connections. Bali has a lot of very strong healing energy. If you're looking for some breakthrough and asking for some help from the universe, and when you come to Bali, it's going to give you help, but sometimes it might look like looking worse before it gets better. But the thing is, at AmrtaSiddhi, the whole team is there with you to support, from our therapists to cooks to doctors to nurses. Everybody's there. So it doesn't feel like so hectic and heavy and lonely. Yeah. And there are other people who come with. So when we're in that group, like everybody is wanting to make changes and heal. So it makes a easy journey. So you don't feel alone. So Bali is definitely a place for healing, transformation. And if you're stuck about something and you want to make changes and you're struggling alone, this is a place. And once you kind of experience this kind of retreats or rejuvenation programs and stuff time to time. Then at your home, whatever you do, the home cleanse and all those things would be a fine polishing for you. That's a maintenance kit that you can offer to you. So, but at least in lifetime, one must make some time to treat yourself, take care of yourself, in doing some sort of well put together Ayurvedic rejuvenation, Ayurvedic detox, or Ayurvedic program. And I hope to see most of you who are there to join us and reach the benefits that I'm talking. Come and experience for yourself, and to know that what I'm saying is not just I'm talking about my experience or talking about what's possible, but you can experience this for yourselves.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is, having the opportunity to, like I said, really immerse in this healing rejuvenation retreat is, it's hard to explain, right? What you go through during this time, because, you know, I think most of us have experienced retreats of some type, but with this, it's a full body, mind, spirit retreat. I mean, you're really healing all aspects and all senses, and like the treatments, everything is just taken care of, and in such a nurturing environment, because as Dr. Sujatha just said, the team is there and they are really like a family. All the therapists, the staff, the kitchen staff, housekeeping staff, they really are genuinely, there's a family spirit, and you feel so taken care of.
That's right.
So then there's a pre-consultation where when the guests arrive, they meet with you or an Ayurvedic doctor, and then their treatment is tailored. The food, all the treatments and so on is tailored to each individual. And what can they expect in regards? I mean, the food is tailored, but what can they expect in regards the types of food?
It's generally our kitchen. It's vegetarian kitchen. Only thing we use is ghee, which is not a vegan component. So if you're vegan, we will cater for vegan. If you have any allergies to gluten or anything, we cater for that. Only thing is we don't serve any animal protein as a main part of your diet. But we do make sure that you get enough protein through vegetarian sources and stuff. Some exceptions, we do offer eggs if it is an extreme case of protein malnourishment and stuff. So it's a delicious breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, teas. If there is any specific need you have got, we cater for that too, within the boundary of Ayurvedic nourishment, what benefits you. So you don't really need to worry anything about your dietary requirements. If you have any allergies, anything, we take care of it.
Yeah. And your center is small enough that you can tailor to each individual, and tailor the food to each individual and their special needs, and it's determined as per the consultation.
Absolutely. And when you finish the program, you will have another consultation.
Right.
So there we assess, what progress you made, what still need to improve, and we give you a exit report in detail with your nutrition, if there is any medication need to be changed, lifestyle or particular practices, all those things. So you go home with a guidance that what you need to do to continue the benefit or improve, increase the benefit of what you gained at the center.
And it's a rejuvenation retreat. So it's really about, again, it's tailored to each individual. You'll have an individualized program, but it is really about rejuvenating the body. And what a lovely time to do it in December, going into the new year, and really, investing in your health to make sure that you're going into the new year, 2024, feeling optimal health, peak condition, feeling this vitality, and shedding any baggage, any accumulation of toxins, any of the imbalances in the doshas, really taking care of all that at the end of the year, so you can start into 2024 feeling light, clear, energetic, full of vitality.
Yeah, absolutely. And any of you wanting to make some changes and you never got a chance or the mental capacity to do, just if you come here, being in a group, when you're supported, it makes easy for your brain to make new changes. So this is a great way, as Colette says, that to begin, shut off things and have a new approach and new start for your life.
Yeah, absolutely. And because it's a rejuvenation retreat, it really is, like we want to make sure that people understand that it's really a good idea to just focus on the retreat and the rejuvenation during those days, the 7 days from the 4th to the 10th, right?
Yeah, you have 7 days of full of things. So don't think of, that's why I suggested come a few days early to explore Bali and or stay a little bit of longer. But the first option is better. So it's like a full immersion. It's your commitment to yourself. Let's say like that, not getting distracted, but being in, you're committing to and learning, understanding and receiving. So this is the time, and you just need to focus on that. You can't get distracted by making shopping trips or sightseeing tours. And also there's no time. And also, as we say, that any experience you have that need to be digested and assimilated. So you got to give the time to digest and assimilate all the beautiful experience through different senses that you're going to experience at AmrtaSiddhi during the 7 days of rejuvenation.
Yeah, so true. And because that's what we do in our everyday life, right? We get distracted or we distract ourselves from our worries or stressors, and it's always on in our everyday lives. We all do it. And, we suppress those things that are going on because there's so much distraction available. Whereas this gives you an opportunity to be like, okay, I'm here. Let's clear this baggage. So I'm not dragging this into another year, draining my energy. It's draining my vitality. And it's just causing me to not be able to really proceed and live the life I want to lead because of this excess baggage holding me back and this lack of energy. Yeah.
It's like pressing a stop button and re-kickstarting, rebooting.
Yes, absolutely. I love that. And it is, like, as you said, it's a commitment to yourself. I am worth this. This is an investment in me. And by investing in me and my health and well-being, all those people around me are going to benefit from a new rejuvenated me.
Absolutely. You're going to be a better person to yourself and others.
Yeah, absolutely. So Dr. Sujatha, thank you so much. That was great to dive into that. And before we finish up here, is there anything else that you would like to add that we haven't covered about the Rejuvenation Retreat or AmrtaSiddhi or indeed about Bali?
I think we pretty much covered. Only thing, my last word would be to say that, if you're hesitating with all the hassles of booking the tickets and wanting to go, you have a procrastination tendencies and stuff. I understand we all been in that space, but just know that, this is a thing that it's like I always give this example to myself. It's about just don't think too much. Tell to yourself, keep going, keep moving. And it's almost like jumping into the cold water. And once you jump into the cold water, the only thing you do is you start swimming. And then when you kind of, swim and get out of the shore again, you feel like your life has changed. So no need to wait. And if you have a tendency to make excuses to not give things what you need, or prioritizing others before you, it's my word that stop doing that and take action for yourself. And, it's like how we service our cars. You need your body and mind to be serviced. So then only it can run smooth and healthy and long life. So this is my last words. And Bali is a beautiful place to visit. And at AmrtaSiddhi, we all a way to help and transform people. So we look forward to that.
Thank you. Yes. And I'm so excited that this is finally happening. Like I said, it'll be 10 years next year since I first arrived in Bali, and we've been talking about it ever since. Can't guarantee it's going to happen again, but if you want to come join myself and Dr. Sujatha and all the amazing team at AmrtaSiddhi, it's a great opportunity. Spaces are limited, so if you're interested, I'll put the link in the show notes, of course, and check out the video of AmrtaSiddhi. That's a beautiful video that you have of
Colette, that video, it's not, the place is even changed a lot. It has got that's the half of the place what you when you are there. So it is much more bigger garden, so much more. So if you watch that and if you come, I believe that you're going to be positively surprised.
Oh, okay. See, I haven't been there. It's been, like I said, almost a decade. And I know Dr. Sujatha has told me about changes, but I haven't witnessed it for myself. So I can't wait to get back there. Come join us. We're going to have a great time in December, and I'll put the link in the show notes, and please reach out if you have any questions as well. Dr. Sujatha, I truly appreciate you. You've been a mentor to me and a great support on my journey. And I appreciate you in my life and all the work you're doing in the world. And I love our conversations and hope we'll have many more on the podcast and the deep dives into particular diseases. So I appreciate you. Thank you. And I look forward to seeing you in person in December.
Yes, I too. And congratulations again. And it's my pleasure if I could inspire. And my dream is to bring Ayurveda to the world and to show that it's very simple and it's not difficult to be healthy and fit. So thank you again.
Thank you, Dr. Sujatha. So we'll chat again soon.
Thank you. Bye, Colette.
Bye for now. And I want to take this moment to thank you, the listener, for supporting the podcast, for sharing the episodes, for sharing this wisdom of Ayurveda, for rating and reviewing the podcast. All this helps to spread this amazing wisdom of Ayurveda, which I truly believe we need now more than ever in the world, to help us connect with our own true nature, to help us to connect with Mother Nature and with each other, bringing our communities together. And Ayurveda can really help us do that. So thank you for being part of spreading this wisdom of Ayurveda. And don't forget the competition. Win a free entry into the upcoming group cleanse starting October 6th. And don't forget about the retreat, which we've discussed in depth in this podcast. If you want to join us in December in Bali, just click on the link in the show notes and you'll find all the information, or go to my website, elementshealingandwellbeing.com. Now, if you haven't already downloaded or followed the podcast, please do so, and the new episodes will automatically download for you every week. And if you haven't rated or reviewed the podcast, please do so wherever you listen to your podcast. Again, this will help spread this wisdom of Ayurveda. You can find me on social media, on Facebook under Elements Healing and Wellbeing, and on Instagram under Elements of Ayurveda Podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take good care of yourself, be well, and bye for now. Slán go fóill.